Welcome to the EQ Mastery Hub podcast. I'm your host, Stefan Drieven. Today's packed episode is about how to be culturally competent in real estate deals. So here's Emily to tell you all about it.
Hello, this is Emily for EQ Mastery Hub, and today I want to talk a little bit about the role of cultural competence in real estate negotiations and how to build bridges in Florida's diverse market. As we know, Florida is one of the most culturally diverse states in the U.S. In Florida, we have a rich tapestry of residents from Latin America, the Caribbean, Europe, Asia, and beyond. Because Florida is such a melting pot, cultural competence is not just going to be a valuable skill for a real estate professional, it is actually going to be essential. So as a real estate professional, you need to learn to be culturally competent if you want to negotiate successfully, retain clients, and foster long-term relationships. Remember, Florida is a vibrant market and it requires a deep understanding and respect for cultural differences. So today I want to talk a little bit about what cultural competence means in the context of real estate. And I want to provide some examples about how it can be a game changer for engaging, negotiating, and retaining clients. The first point is, what is cultural competence and why does it matter in real estate? Cultural competence refers to the ability to understand, respect, and effectively interact with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. For a real estate agent, it involves being aware of cultural norms, communication styles, and values that influence a client's decision-making process, negotiation preferences, and expectations. So cultural competence can build trust with clients by showing respect to their customs and traditions. It can prevent misunderstanding during negotiations. And it can enhance client satisfaction, leading to a repeat business and referrals. Let's talk briefly about how cultural competence impacts real estate negotiation. Basically, I'm going to talk about 3 points. One is engaging clients through tailored communication. Effective communication, as we know, is the foundation of any relationship. So it's going to be especially important in Florida's multilingual and multicultural market. Being culturally aware can make your initial engagement with clients smoother and more productive. Let me give you an example. This is the scenario. You're working with a Hispanic family that is looking to buy their home. Now, as we know, in many Latin American cultures, decision-making is collective. And it is very common for extended family members to be involved in the home buying process. What's going to be your approach? My suggestion is that you acknowledge and welcome family participation by scheduling showings and meetings at a time when key decision makers can attend. You want to also use inclusive language like your family's future home to demonstrate sensitivity to their values. If needed, you want to offer bilingual services to bridge any language gaps. Second point, negotiating with an understanding of cultural preferences. Cultural values often shape negotiation styles. Some clients, as you know, may prefer a more collaborative, relationship-driven approach, and others may want to focus on directness and efficiency. Let me give you an example scenario. You have, on the one hand, a selling client from an Asian background that may prioritize harmony and avoid direct conflict during negotiation. And on the other, a client from the US or European background that may expect straightforward, assertive discussions. What is your approach? My suggestion is that for the Asian client, you focus on building rapport before diving into hard numbers. You want to frame the negotiations as collaborative problem solving rather than adversarial bargaining. For the US-based client, you want to provide clear, concise data and be prepared for more direct discussions about pricing and terms. The third point is avoiding cultural missteps during property presentations. Now, certain cultural norms and traditions can influence how clients perceive properties. Being aware of these nuances can prevent you from unintentionally alienating clients. Let me give you an example scenario. You're showing a property to a client from a Caribbean background where spiritual beliefs may influence decisions about the home's energy or history. What is your approach? My suggestion is that you be prepared to answer questions about the property's history, including past owners and significant events. If the client expresses concerns about spiritual energy, suggest ways to address them, such as smudging ceremonies or home blessings, demonstrating that you respect their beliefs. Another point is how cultural competence builds client retention. I want to mention two small factors in there. One is strengthening relationships with personalized follow-ups, and the other one is catering to long-term needs. In terms of strengthening the relationship with personalized follow-ups, we understand that cultural competence doesn't end after the deal closes. So when you follow up with a family, you have to do it in a culturally sensitive manner that can help you retain clients and gain referrals. Example, you have a scenario where after helping a Middle Eastern client purchase a home, you remember that hospitality is highly valued in their culture. An approach then to personalize their follow-up could be to send a small, thoughtful housewarming gift, such as a personalized item for their new home. You may want to include a note expressing your gratitude for their trust. This gesture shows that you value the relationship beyond the transaction. In terms of the second point, catering to long-term needs, cultural competence is going to allow you to anticipate the unique needs of diverse clients, making them more likely to return to you for future transactions. An example scenario would be a South African client values multi-generational living spaces and is planning to buy an investment property in the future. Your approach could be to stay in touch by sharing listings of properties with separate guest suites or mother-in-law quarters. Tailoring your outreach to their preferences shows that you're attuned to their cultural and family values. Again, this is Florida. It is a booming area with a lot of diversity. So we want to leverage this cultural competence in a diverse market in order to have an edge. We have to have the competitive advantage for real estate investments to be able to compete. Basically, I think you can embrace this skill by expanding your client base, building connections with clients from different backgrounds, also negotiate with confidence, therefore adapting your style to suit the preference of clients and counterparts, and enhance client satisfaction by demonstrating respect and understanding, creating a positive experience that clients will remember. I have 4 quick tips for developing cultural competence in real estate. 1, educate yourself. Learn about the cultural norms and values of Florida key demographics. Attend cultural festivals, read about different traditions, or take courses on cross-cultural communication. They will pay off. Number 2, ask open-ended questions. When in doubt, ask clients about their preferences. Phrases like, "What's most important to you in this process?" can help uncover cultural priorities without assumptions. Third point is learn key phrases in other languages. Even a simple hola or merci can make clients feel welcomed and respected. Last point is partner with multicultural experts. Build a network of professionals who can support your culturally diverse clients, such as bilingual mortgage brokers or attorneys familiar with international transactions. In conclusion, cultural competence is more than just a skill. It's a mindset, one that positions you as a trusted advisor in Florida's diverse real estate market. As a real estate professional, if you embrace cultural competence, you can engage clients authentically, negotiate effectively, and build lasting relationships that drive your business forward. With cultural competence, you're not just closing deals, you are building bridges, one client from one culture at a time. Until the next time, this is Emily Aboletto for EQ Mastery Hub.
Which of these competences is most valuable to you? How will you use them in closing your deals? Let us know by tagging us on social media, hashtag EQ Mastery Hub, or dropping a comment on our website www.eqmasteryhub.com. See you next time.